Good evening, dear listeners, and welcome to the tale of a very regular Bengali family living in the sprawling, ever bustling city of London. Tonight, we find ourselves at the heart of the Mukherjee household, where tradition meets modernity, where love is often more complicated than a perfectly brewed cup of chai, and where one young woman finds herself at a crossroads of duty, desire, and destiny. Meet Mishti Mukherjee, a brilliant PhD scholar with a mind as sharp as her wit and a heart as tender as the scones freshly baked by their family cook Joanna. Mishti has always been the rock of the Mukherjee home, the constant for her father, whom she lovingly calls Baba, and her spirited younger sister, Meethi. But there's one thing Mishti has always insisted on. She has absolutely no desire to get married. You see, dear listeners, Mishti has spent the last several years carving her own path. She has had her share of fleeting romances, those casual flings that allowed her the freedom to be unapologetically herself, unburdened by the weight of long term commitment. She's content, or so she thought. But then there's Kabir. Ah, yes, the dashing son of Baba's best friend Dinesh uncle. The one person who seems to have been woven into the fabric of Mishti's life, whether she likes it or not. And now, as Mishti edges into her late 20s, the topic of Kabir has become an unavoidable obsession at the Mukherjee household. You see, Baba, ever the doting father, has taken it upon himself to play matchmaker. Mishti's freedom? Well, it's become a distant thought. Baba's excitement? Immeasurable. For the past fortnight, Kabir has been the single topic of every family conversation, every dinner, every phone call. Why, Mishti wonders, should she be forced into marriage with a man who has spent the better part of her life mocking her every misstep, her every struggle? The boy who so charmingly laughed at her academic struggles in school, the one who complained to Baba about her wild ideas, the one she was forced to apologize to for no fault of her own. Oh, Mishti wants nothing to do with Kabir. But alas, there is a hitch. She cannot, will not say no to her father. And so, here we are, the evening of the dinner date. Mishti, draped in a red chiffon sari, a color so vivid it could rival the warmth of her confusion, stands on the precipice of an evening she would rather not experience. At 8 p.m., the doorbell rings. Kabir arrives on time. Of course he does. And oh dear, listeners, he looks every bit the polished gentleman in his sleek black suit. He's handsome in that annoying way. So handsome, in fact, that Mishti can't help but be slightly dazzled. How can someone so striking, so perfect, be the very same man who once laughed at her failures? And yet, as she steps outside into the cool night air, an internal battle rages within her. How can she be so mesmerized by his charm when every fiber of her being wants to shut him out? But no, tonight duty calls. She smiles at Baba, who is beaming with excitement. Meaty, her younger sister, giggles at the spectacle unfolding before them. As they drive off in Kabir's car, Mishti can't help but steal furtive glances at Kabir whenever she deems opportune. He looks like he has stepped out of a dream where everyone is perfectly gorgeous. Mishti sighs. Is it out of frustration or longing? It is unclear. Maybe both. Kabir notices her gaze, sharp as it was, and grins. Mishti mumbles a response, blushing ever so slightly. And yes, the awkward honesty that follows every first conversation between two people who might just become something. Maybe friends, maybe something else. But for now, there was just two people in a car, awkwardly pretending this situation was normal. Now, we arrive at Kabir's apartment, or as the locals call it, the office, or perhaps the office without the office. It's a place of many contradictions, much like Kabir himself. He invites her in with the warmth of someone who might also offer her a seat in a mysterious forest. Is it safe? Who knows? But Mishti, with a nod of faint confidence, agrees. Who needs boundaries? Not her. They talk about food. Yes, parathas, the universal symbol of comfort and perhaps emotional manipulation. You see, Kabir made them. Yes, Kabir, the mysterious man with sharp jawlines and everything gorgeous about him, made parathas. This wasn't just food. No, this was effort. And Mishti, well, she eats it. She eats it, and for a moment, everything seems normal. And then Kabir, ever so sweetly, shows his vulnerability in an exchange that seemed as though it might only happen in the quiet moments between paratha bites. Mishti's walls slowly crumble. They speak of past misgivings, and Kabir apologizes for being a bad boy all through their childhood. They proceed to speak of insecurities, pressures, and the strange beauty of authenticity. Was this a friendship forming, or just two people standing on the edge of something more complicated? The future, as always, remains uncertain. But listeners, let us not dwell on the potential future. Not now, not yet. There's a meal to be had, and perhaps, just maybe, a new chapter being written between awkward conversations and hot parathas. What a world we live in. And with that, dear listeners, we leave Mishti and Kabir at the crossroads of their story. Whether they become allies or not, we'll find out soon. Until next time, keep your questions coming, your expectations low, and your parathas warm.